Welcome everybody. On today's training, I just want you to pay attention to this technique, right? And this technique is going to help you know more about my Wing Chun technique because I base on two lineage, right? One you make good use of center line, and the other attack from side, right? And I want to show you the similarity and the difference between the both lineage, right? So and both lineage have their own principle and their own doctrine. So, and I'm going to explain it in full details right here. And I will first of all start with Tan Shao technique. So, Tan Shao, so you can, if you are using two lineage like me, so if you want to first of all go for your opponent center line, you want to use Tan Shao with center line. So, maybe you stand like this or you stand like this. So, you can apply your Tan Shao from center line. So like this, your opponent just punch. So just go like this. Hmm, sorry, sorry, sorry. So you just point like that. So and move in. So this is center line. And if at all your opponent also use the second punch right there, so just go with that. So just make sure you turn a little bit on to punch your opponent. So and that is going to deflect your opponent also. It's going to deflect your opponent. But in order to be able to use this correctly and make it more effective on your opponent, you have to do thorough training on that to make your Tan Shao be more effective on your opponent. Because the more, if you don't know how to ease your opponent's strength, the pressure will be too much on your wrist, on your hand right here, and you will be feeling some pain on your joint, right? So you have to do a lot of training and make sure you watch how I use this correctly. And if you want to know more about my Wing Chun, hit me up at the comment section to request for my personal online training, in which I'm going to teach you everything in full details, right? So, like this, if you want to follow the principle of center line, you go like this. So, you move in to your opponent. So, this is center. You apply from center, right? If it is second hand right here, so you can use this to move your center. And watch how I take my move. So I move towards my center. I move I follow the center line theory. I follow my opponent center. So that is that. And if it is from inside, if I want to use that tangent from inside, that's like this. So I just go like that. So I just go like that. So just go like that. So and I don't shift. So I don't shift side. I don't take any move to my side. So that I can if I'm taking that move to my side, that is going to resort to another technique, another thing entirely, and that is on the second lineage, right? Which I want to show you right here. So if I want to do the second lineage, which apply from blind side, like side from my opponent's side, right? So I have to take move right like this. So I have to step side, right? I have to take that move side. And that is going to absorb that force and let the force that my opponent want to use against me be powerless, right? I am going to render my opponent attack powerless like that. So if you are applying like that, so taking move to this side right here. So you have already moved to your opponent blind side. Because for your opponent to now relocate you with his punch right here, your opponent will need to turn, and you are going to see that coming also. So if your opponent want to use maybe your opponent notice that you have already go to his blind side, which you have already punched him like this, so like this, and he will now turn to use this second punch right here. You are going to notice that punch. So just resort to another thing. So and you apply like this, so and you resort to another thing entirely like this. So that is that about that. So I hope you can see that clearly. Let me do that from this side so that you can see it like this. So you go like this. So and you apply on your opponent like this. You have already go to your opponent blind side, and for your opponent to locate you like this, your opponent need to turn a little bit turn like this. So you now use build style to or facial to stop this attack, and you chop his head off at the same time, because you are going to see him coming. You are going to notice his move from that hedge, from that hand that you stand, right? So if it is the second side, you have to go like this. So now move also to opponent blind side. So just go like that. So and your opponent want to use punch right here. So just go with this and chop his head off. So that is that. So just go with that. So, so that is how that really look like. So you move to your opponent blind side, and it will be very easier for you also. It will be very easier for you also to kick your opponent at the same time. So, and that is going to stop your opponent from re-attack that second attack. That's it, right? So if your opponent use this side right here, so it will be very easier for you to go for your opponent side or your opponent maker like that. So just go with that. So just go, sorry. So you just go with that. So you go at the same time on that, or you go opponent for your opponent side also. So that depends on how you can use your kick, right? So if you apply and go for your opponent blind side. So that is on the second lineage. But the first lineage, you follow the principle of center line theory. So if you are using center line theory, you have to, if you want to use your yin yang kick, if you want to use your yin yang kick, that means that you are going to apply on your opponent center like this. Also, just go with this. So go like that. So go like that. So you apply like that also. So once you apply on your opponent and you now kick, apply your kick, or you go for your opponent maker. It depends on the one that is very easier for you to use. So that is that about that. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, do that now so that you won't miss interesting video like this. And let me know how you feel about this technique and what you think about this technique. So if you like it, let us know. And if you have any comment, drop it at the comment section. And if you have any question, also drop it at the comment section. And if you want to join my personal online training, in which I'm going to be teaching you everything step by step, and you're going to know a lot about my Wing Chun, and it is not too expensive. It's not that too expensive. So, and you are going to gain the value of my personal online training. So use that opportunity today by clicking and request for my clicking the subscribe button and request for my personal online training, and I will be right here to tell you the link for my registration, for my personal online training registration. Thank you. Keep on training, keep on liking, keep on sharing also. Thank you. Peace.